Welcome to my channel, wonderful learners. So I have this question. The question said the shape of ABCDOA as shown above consists of a sector COD of a circle, center O, joined to a sector AOB of a different circle, also center O. Given that arc length CD is equal to 2 centimeters, angle COD is equal to 0.4 radians, and AOD is a straight line of length 12 centimeters. Find the length of OD, then find the area of the shaded portion. So if you observe critically, you can see that these are two circles, right? They made up of this sector and this sector, right? From different circles. Okay, so starting from this one and observing critically, we'll see that this sector have a center, and that center is 0.4 radians, right? And it has a side of 3 centimeters. Now there is our formula that say the side of a sector is equals to the radius times the angle that it's obtained. So if you look at this now, you observe that since we are observing this sector for now, this is OCD, it means that this point is the radius. This point is also the radius, right? Okay, so if we substitute this value, this distance OD, with this R, we will then be having the side, which is 3, will be equals to OD times 0.4, right? Okay, so making OD the subject of the formula, we'll then be having 3 divided by 0.4. Now, what is this value going to give us? So we have 3 divided by 0.4, right? So we're going to be having 7.5. So we have 7.5 centimeter. So they say we should first of all find the length of OD, and we have gotten to be what? 7.5 centimeters. Okay, so what is the next thing that they say we should look for? Find the area of the shaded portion. Now let's observe again. The shaded portion is this sector, right? This is the center. And if you recall, total area in a straight line is equals to pi, right? So if I'm looking for only this aspect, it will then be pi minus 0.4, right? Okay, so that's that. Then how do we get this distance to this distance? That's OA. Because the area of that shaded portion is going to be 1 over 2 r square theta. Now the challenge is, how do we get the radius? And this is the radius OA or OB, right? Okay, so if you observe this distance from A to D, we have 12 centimeters. And from our calculation, OD gave us what? 7.5. So from this, you know that we can find AO, right? So our R, which is equals to AO, is equals to what? 12 minus 7.5. So let's do that. So it's going to give us 4.5. So we have 4.5 centimeters. So we have gotten the radius. So what is left now is for us to substitute that value of the radius into this equation. But then what is going to be our theta for this angle is going to be pi minus 0.4, right? So if we take our pi to be, let's see the value of pi. I know it's 3.142, but let's just check it. So let's see pi equals to, you see 3.142 right? So we can just take it as 3.1416. All right, so hence we can then find pi minus 0.4. So it's going to give us our theta, right? So which is equals to 3.1416 minus 0.4. So theta will be equals to, so let's subtract 0.4 from it. So we have 2.7416. 2.7416. So this is the value that we're going to get in radians. So since we have gotten the theta, then we're going to be substituting it into this very equation. All right, so let's go. Area of the shaded portion will then be equals to 1 over 2. And then the radius now, which is AO, will then become 4.5 square, then times our theta, which is 2.7416. So let's take 4.5 square. 4.5 square is going to give us 20.25. So 1 over 2 into 20.25 times 2.7416. So let's do divide by 2. So we're going to be having 10.125 times 2.7416. So let's multiply by 2.7416. So we're going to be having 27.76 centimeter square. That's the area of the shaded portion. So the area of this shaded portion is what? Area is equals to what? 27.76 centimeter square. That's the conclusion of this calculation. Thank you for following from start to finish. Remember to subscribe, remember to comment, and then remember to do what? To share. See you in the next video.